buddy. Still at it, folks. Welcome to Hardcore Enduro, where it's all about getting out and riding the hard stuff. I'm George, the guy behind the bars and the voice behind the mic, and we're still riding that same day trail ride to Chuckwalla Peak. We just did the summit in the last video, and now we're riding back. We want to get home so we can get a beer, get a burger. It's been a long day of hard riding. So we come up to this little rocky ridge with big drop-offs on each side, and there's this face to it, like a 5-foot face right there, and I'm just kind of checking it out, seeing if I'm gonna risk going up that or if it's possible. You know, some places out here, they're pro level.
There, I think there's lots of traction and you'll go up.
Yeah, there's traction, all right, but you gotta hit it, and you can't loop out, you can't lean left or right and lose your balance there, because your bike's gonna be going downhill for a long ways. So I chicken out of doing that face, and I'm going to come up left here, hit this little chute, and then do a right pivot. And it's to the left there. You can see it's downhill. It's probably about a 15-foot drop right there. And I'm going to do a little right pivot here, keeping my balance. It's sketchy, but I'm able to make it, and a lot of grip. The bike's able to go up real easy. Well, at that right pivot back there, Kyle, he loses his balance and he tips over left, and he ends up falling down that 15-foot drop. But I'm heading up, and I get to this point right here. I'm going to pull over, stop, because I remember when I left him on the Chuckwalla Peak where he fell off the side. It's like, all right, I don't want to get too far. That was a tough area. Just looking back, there he is. He gets to that spot where he's got to make the pivot. And I'm watching him, and I'm assuming he's gonna make it.
That's a nasty one.
So I start heading up the rest of the hill here. Ton of exposure here. Look at that, just slopes off to the left. You can tell if your bike starts sliding there, would it stop? It'd probably just keep on going. So there's a nice little flat area. And I kind of rest, and I don't hear his bike. I'm like, he should have easily caught me by now. So then I turn around and go back. I learned from Chuckwalla where I didn't go back, and he struggled. So I come down here, and there's a little flat area right up there to the left, so I'm going to pull over there. And then down, right where the bush line starts right there, I can see him. So he's off the course. I see he's down below. You can see him down there. He's bushwhacking. So
off the track.
I'm sure you guys have all had those moments when you're riding with your buddy and they go down and you're like, oh no, how bad? Are they injured? Are they moving? So it's a good sign when you see your buddy moving, still riding his bike. I was with my nephew Case one time, and he did a big jump, crashed, and I was a little bit away from him. I looked back and he was just laying there not moving. So got the wind knocked out of him. Thankfully that was it. Back heading up to this summit here. Now we're trying to find a way down the back side of this, and we search all the way around. We go quite a ways past the summit there, go left, I go low, trying to find like an old trail that went down. It's very steep, and it's very kind of sandy. It's like a sandy hilltop here, and we just don't find anything. And it's a big drop-off, and maybe there is, maybe it's just a really old run. I mean, there was the trail ended. You really didn't see anyone else's trail up here. And I imagine someone's gone down it. You know, there's always some crazy guy that's hit everything. But we had to turn around and then backtrack the way we went up. Headed back down, now you can see just how severe this little ridgeline was. It was extreme. You got these just, I mean, drop-offs, huge drop-offs to the right, and the other side to the left too. And you just, I know I love this style of riding, but you just can't have that many mistakes. You got to be comfortable. You got to keep calm. You got to stick to the basics. Use your fundamentals of riding. The fundamentals get you through everything. They honestly they do. But just beautiful. Look at the terrain. coming down, pretty good grip for the tires. It wasn't sliding around. The back tire, you know, we had to go a little extra slow because he didn't want to do an in-swap with back tire. Here's that spot where Kyle fell over. Right where he's at, he tipped to the right there, which it looks bad.
Woo. Where'd you go off the cliff? Where'd you go off?
Right there.
Oh.
Yeah, so right to the right, that's where he dumped the bike over. And he had to go down that little chute and then cut across, which going down that chute was pretty gnarly. Because if you don't want to go over the handlebars
They had to go down there.
right
Yeah.
here, eesh, but you got to be slow. Just take my time making this left turn, making sure that I'm not losing my balance. Like I said, sticking with the fundamentals, balance, control, it gets you through the obstacle. Now straight ahead, there is a route to go over the next ridge line. Next time I come out to Jawbone, right here, we turn right, but you can go straight, and this actually connects over to the trail again where we just came down. And it looks pretty gnarly, so maybe next time I'll try that one out. So we end up backtracking. Now we're at the bottom where we went up that ridge line. We're looking for a route down. This is where it would have came out, and I really didn't see anything going up there, but like I said, maybe there was, and it's just an old route that is long gone now. But enough of that, now we're on. So we're heading to Jawbone, the little convenience store there. They got some nice, the big tall boys. I really like the Indian red they got there. That's Indian Wells Brewery. You got the red beer. It's so good. Still got some little climbs. Not nearly as hard as what we just went through, but it's still a challenge. A lot of rocks, a lot of ruts. Jawbone, you know, nothing's groomed out here, just very eroded, rutted out. So it still keeps you on your toes the whole time. That big hill to the right over there, there's a bunch of runs going up on the, I guess it'd be the west side, that are just really rutted out. Right there, see that? Right to the right. And I haven't been able to do them. They're just, and at this point in our ride, we're exhausted. It's gonna show. A couple little step ups right here, little stairs to climb, some little ledges, and I get off my balance and then have to ghost the bike up.
Got away from me there. Woo.
Poor Trixie, this has been one day riding, and down there she is taking a beating. But I love her, she just keeps on going.
Yep.
There's a nice rocky little descent right here. Big ruts to the far right there. You can see that it's kind of orange and yellow. There's a bunch of poppies blooming right now, and it just makes the hillside so pretty. And some of the trails go through them. And I'm starting to cramp up.
Not good.
My left thigh was cramping, and then once the left, it's like they match. So my left thigh starts cramping, and then my right thigh starts cramping up. It's where the conditioning becomes so important, so you don't cramp up during your races, during your ride.
All the way to the top?
All the way. So there's runs that go straight up right
It
there,
cuts over.
Okay.
Goes to that other saddle
Which-
and then to go up.
We'll have to do that one day. Do another ride. We'll be back out to Jawbone. You know, I love riding out here, but might have to be towards the fall before we get back out here. I don't know. But I'm gonna head right down here because I want to ride through these poppies. They just look so cool. Plus, I'm exhausted. My legs are starting to cramp, and another really challenging hill climb. If we had to push a lot, getting up those nasty ruts, it'd probably do in the end. This way it's just a little easier. Look at those flowers there, just pretty. A little perk of the ride, you know. No one gets to see that. You're driving on the freeway, you look up in the mountains and you see the flowers blooming, and everyone just pulls over, takes pictures. And us, we're actually riding through them, so it's just cool. That's why I love trail riding. So we're gonna cut up left here, so we go right so that we can then turn around. It's pretty steep, pretty sandy, soft climb here, so you need a little bit of some momentum, a nice run up before you hammer down and hit this. Yeah, buddy, made it to the top. And straight back down again. This whole way back to the store there, you're just going up and down, up and down. To the right, you can see all those solar panels. This whole desert is going to get covered in solar panels. And I hate it, you know. Nothing we can do about it. The environmentalists, they get so concerned about us riding in the mountains, and that they got wildlife preserves. You can't ride here, you can't ride there. This run has to be shut down. This trail's shut down because it needs regrowth or whatever. Let's just open natural desert, and they've covered hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of acres of solar panels. And you're like, why? Why are you guys doing that? And then on the other side, they got the windmills, and they have surface roads, and they've changed the landscape more than any dirt bike will ever change the landscape. Sorry, I just had to say that. Just every time you ride out here, there's like more solar panels every time I come out here, and I hate them.
It's so much nicer if we had the pack top.
Yeah, today we don't have our pack talks working. We have them on. Mine isn't working. His is working. Mine is not working. So tomorrow or tonight we'll take a look at them, and tomorrow's ride they'll be working A-okay. I love it. It just helps out the ride so much. Being able to communicate, it speeds up the ride. And then like where he's fallen several times a day, where I'll get behind too, you're just able to keep in contact and let each other know what's going on. This road is kind of rough. Hard ride. Like I said, if you just keep going, you just go up and then down and up and down. Nothing so technical where it's, where we're gonna have to get off and push or anything. You just got to carry your momentum up all these little rocky climbs here. The little baseball-sized rocks. Just got to pick a good line, get through them all. So my water bladder, I carry, when I do a long ride, if I know I'm going to be out for, 4 or 5 hour ride, I don't just do 3 liters of water. I'll throw in a Gatorade in there. You got to have, it's helped me out quite a bit with my cramping. I know I still got some. That's more of me just conditioning not being top notch, but I put a little, 1 bottle of Gatorade in the mix of the 3 liters of water, and that seems to help out pretty good. And then there's hammer gels, and then there's the goo packs, and so I'll carry the goo packs with me, which some of them have a little bit of caffeine in there, which I do like, and just carbohydrates, of course a banana, throw that in there. Just got to keep your body fed. These long rides really do a number on them. Right, so I got another one of my classic moves right here. Coming in, there's going to be a rock. I'm going to dart right into it. It almost throws me off. Right here. Ooh, that was it really hit hard. Alright, we're going to bring this video to a close. There's the Jawbone Cafe up ahead there. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been a long day of riding. It took 3 videos to get all this riding in. I didn't, you know, I'd like to see as much as I can, especially if I'm an old guy. When I'm a grandpa, I want to be able to look back at these videos and enjoy them. So tomorrow's ride, we're gonna do Cross Mountain. I know I said that in the last video. The next one's gonna be Cross, but next time it's gonna be Cross Mountain. And hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys get inspired to go out and ride yourself. Get outside your comfort zone, and you know, get some fitness going, get some conditioning going. This is fun, getting out here and doing this extreme stuff. Anyways, till then, get out and ride and get some.